recording now. And we have a new consultant to our group, Joel. Am I pronouncing your name right? Is it Joel or Joel? Can you hear me?
She's muted.
Maybe. I think there's a way to chat here. I'll send a chat. The first time I've used that feature. Well, I want to go ahead and get started because I know it's Sunday night and everybody wants to get back to their family, maybe has to get those last minute things done to start your work week if you have another job in addition to Pampered Chef. And I just want to say thank you for participating. I hope you can hear Joel, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. And I believe that oh, I just had a little moment here. Hold on. Let's see. You were invited by, hold on. I have to look it up. We've had so many new people joining. Julia, right? Yes, Julia. So I just wanted to welcome you to this program. This Let's Promote group is for people that want to take their business to the next level of directorship. Either you are interested in the career plan with Pampered Chef, or you're brand new and you don't want to miss out on that $500 bonus. So you're in the right spot to learn all you can to help you earn that fast track bonus. And then if it is your choice to go on with, holding up that director team, and this being maybe a career for you. So yes, okay, great. All right, first time to use the chat. Let me just make sure. All right, so today, so the first call we talked about, first we got to introduce everybody, and then the next call we went into bookings and finding our leads and making a power hour every day of the week to set aside some time to make contacts to get your calendar full. So how's your calendar looking, Lucia, for March and April? How many shows do you have in your calendar? You can hold your hands up if you have muted.
For March, I have I'm gonna submit a total of 6 as of right now.
Great. And then how many for your whole entire team?
There's 2, 4, 5,
Hi, Kim.
7.
Hi.
I think right now it's only about 9.
9 for your whole team?
7, 8, 9, 10. No, 14.
I was going to say, I thought I had counted in the teens. Okay, awesome. Okay, Kim, and how we talked about bookings and using our power hour. So how does your April look, Lucia?
My April, I have 3 shows.
3?
Yes.
And do you know how many your team has?
Not yet. I need to get together with them about that. But I have 3 shows, and then I'm doing a fundraiser in April.
Okay, so we'll count that as 4 then.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. All right, Kim, what do you have for March?
For my, hold on, I've lost
your personal and then your team.
For March, total for March, I have 6.
Awesome. You and Lucia are racing.
For my team, it looks like I have 25.
25. And I say now Kim has promoted to director. So when you promote to a director team, and Lucia is working on hers, very, very close for her to slip in this month. But when you promote to a director team, I can't tell you how important it is to keep this goal in front of your team of being a 25 show team. 25 show team. And Joelle, if you don't know, one of the requirements of directorship is the 5,000 team sales. So let's say they're all just minimum shows, $200 each. If you have 25 $200 shows, what does that equal?
5,000.
5,000.
5,000. Exactly. So there's just no way around it. If you're a 25 show team, you're going to meet that requirement. But let me tell you, we have way higher show averages than that. So when you're a 25 show team, you can rest comfortably that you're going to hit, exceed that requirement. And then you're just going to be able to work on different things. And you're not always sweating bullets at the last of the month that you're trying to get this. Just be a 25 show team. And the more you can keep that in front of your team, I know, Kim, you already have a Facebook group, but Lucia, I think you have a chat via Messenger. Is that what you have right now, Lucia?
What?
How you communicate with everybody on your team?
Yes, Messenger.
Yeah. So just keep that in front of them. We have 14 shows in March. Okay, now let's just try to, increase that by 2 for April and be 16 or 5 or whatever it is. Always keep that in front of your team, whatever you can. I'm doing these gift card drawings for those who participate on these calls. So that's a good incentive too. Maybe just say, use those gift cards, and this is what I'm going to give out I'm going to do a drawing. When we hit this number of shows, I'm going to draw for these gift cards. So you have something to pass on. Okay, so Kim, and do you have April? How many personal and how many team?
I don't know on team. I haven't added them up. Right now on personal, I have 6.
6 too. Very good. Good. Well,
I want 8.
Okay, well, we can still do that. You can still have 8 in March and still.
Oh, I know. I'm still looking for 2 more.
2 more. Yeah, throw it up. Or maybe with, the people that are on your show right now, because March does have a pretty cool host incentive versus April,
Right.
So, they might want to just get in on that really quick. Okay, so applaud you. Very, very good. And Lucia, I'm excited for her because she has 5 team members now. And with 14 shows in March, that should slip in. And I have to brag on something. 2 of Lucia's recruits have submitted $1,000 shows each.
Wow. Awesome.
Yes. This month.
That's fab.
Yes. 2 of her team. So Lucia submitted $2,000 shows last month. And this month, 2 of her team members have $1,000 shows already submitted. So Lucia, can you tell us about that? What did you do yourself for those $1,000 shows? And then how did you teach your recruits then to turn in those $1,000 parties?
Well, I made sure that they had all the host coaching information and made it like a priority for them to, to have that in mind, to make sure that they, host coach. I need to get away from my jumping kids. And one of them was at the previous party. I ran both shows, but I let them take control of everything.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So,
you ran their first parties, but you had them participating, awarding the prizes, doing the daily host.
yes.
I see. You know what? I have to say, I was thinking about something the other day as far as the new consultants go. And I thought, because sometimes when they are the consultant and the host, it doesn't make sense to do the host post recommendations.
Mhm.
because they're the same people. You know what I mean? They're reaching the same people. They're seen from the same people. So in your case, if you're running the party, they're doing the host post recommendations. You can see how that does work better. Yeah. So I don't know if you know what we're talking about, Joel. On I haven't had a chance to meet you, know what kind of shows you're doing. I'm thinking they're probably virtual because, oh, yeah, no, Tracy's not here. Okay. But and I don't know, you're new, so I don't know if you know about the host post recommendations. When we do our virtual shows, we also have the host hosting to the event, just like they were interacting if it was a live show in their own kitchen. So you are coming in midstream. We've talked about bookings. Last week we talked about host coaching, and that's making sure that our parties, whether they're virtual or live, are set up for success, that we are working with our hosts to maximize their show, get them as much free products as we can, and in turn, our paycheck is going to about match what the host gets for free. So it's a win-win situation. So today we're going to talk about recruiting, and I have a slide presentation that you can follow. So I'm just going to share my screen here and find this. All right, so let's see here. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, let me see slideshow. See if I can do this. Okay, so today we're going to discuss recruiting. And that's a big deal when you are in this program, this Let's Promote group, because our focus is building you a big, beautiful team. And either you're in your first 90 days and you're very interested in that fast track $500 bonus. So you need 5 team members. Or not only are you interested in that fast track bonus, but you are interested in more of a career type business with Pampered Chef, and you want to build and develop a team. So what we say is recruiting solves every problem you have in your business. When you have a recruit, they're excited. They want to learn. So as you're helping them, it kind of energizes your business, and you work right alongside of them. It makes a bigger paycheck. Now you have more shows together as a team. With just your very first recruit is your very first promotion to senior consultant. With your second recruit is your second promotion to team leader. So even though we're really focusing on directorship here with 5 recruits, there's still promotions and pay raises along the way. So there's always something to be excited about. But if there's a problem, if you have a problem in your business, just remember recruiting solves everything. And just come to me and tell me what the problem is, and I'll tell you exactly how recruiting will fix that. So let's go on. So join my team. There's freedom in having a Pampered Chef business. There's unity when you join a team. It's excitement, fun, rewarding. You develop friendships, and there's this fun thing called teamwork when you get together and your whole group is working towards a goal. Like let's say that 25 show team. I know Kim's team is fun to watch. They are giving high fives all the time, and it's really energizing, really exciting, and it's about the team. Yes, they all have their parts and they all are working towards their goals, but they're very excited about their team goals. So it's fun to watch, Kim. Okay.
Thanks. And they're all really new. So, I mean, I'm a team of, including me, 10 now. And a month ago, I was a team of like 4.
Yeah. And now you're a team of 10? Is that as of today? Right?
Yeah. So.
That's so
hopefully
awesome.
Before the end of the month, we'll be 15.
I no doubt. your brand new consultants that just joined a couple days ago are already recruiting. So that is very exciting.
Yeah, she joined like 3 days ago and recruited today.
Well, you know what? You really promote the fast track program because just like Joelle, they can jump in on this too. And
Right.
like I say, there's two things, $500 cash, or if they want this or both, why not? So recruiting is just a conversation. If you're nervous about recruiting, you got some like, it is just a conversation. There is no perfect thing that you could say to someone who is not interested, and there's nothing really wrong you could say to a person that's going to go ahead and sign up. You're just helping the potential consultant decide if this is for them or not. That's it. Yeah, we're not twisting people's arm. Well, no, we're not. Okay, so just a conversation. And the first thing we're going to talk about is recruiting your hosts because they are your number one lead. So knowing that Lucia and Kim, you both have 6 shows, you automatically have 6 leads this month, 6 hot leads. So
I have 5 going right now.
Yeah. Could you imagine recruiting them all? Just recruit them all. So the next, natural opportunities to recruit your host and talk about what's available to her throughout her party. And so the first one is when they book their show. And you could say something like, have you ever thought about doing something like this? And depending on your show schedule, you can decide if you want to offer this, but you can say, this could be your very first party. I'm going to be there just as I was if I was doing the party, and you would still be the host earning the free products, and you would be the consultant earning the paycheck. Does this interest you? So you're always offering right away for them to take that show. Now, we say, 8 will make you great, and you always want to be submitting 8 shows as a director. So the quicker you can get up to 8 shows, you want to have overage so you can always afford to give those parties away. But 8 will make you great, and also 8 sets a prime example for your team. They are going to copy what you do. And matter of fact, they're going to do less than what you do. So if you are having 4 shows, they might have 1 or 2. If you're having 6 shows, they might have 3. If you're having 8 to 10 shows, then they're probably going to have 6, 7, and maybe even sometimes 8. They want to mimic you. Okay, so when they book their show, you can ask them, are you interested in having this be your very first show? When you give them their packet, you want to let them know, hey, and we have the kit credit coupons, and if you don't know about that, let me know. Just shoot me a message, and I'll go ahead and tag you in them so you can print them. I just wanted to let you know I put a $50 coupon for our kit in your packet. Or you can put a sticky on the outside of your packet if you don't actually hand them to them, if you mail them, that says $50 kit coupon inside. Everybody loves a coupon, and a $50 coupon, that's even one I would save. I'm not the very best couponer, but a $50 coupon, heck yeah. Number 3 is your first host coaching call. Did you see your coupon? Did you know you can apply $25 or $50 of your party credit to the cost of your kit? I put a flyer called Our Apron, comes in 6 sizes, in your packet so you could see all the different ways you can run a Pampered Chef business and some of the perks. Have you ever thought about doing something like this? And you'll hear yes, no. If they say yes, then I always go back to offering them the party again. If they say no, I always say, well, just watch what I do. You may find something that, you like about this. Number 4, the new consultant special. On your second host coaching call, hi, Sally, how's our show coming along? Did I tell you about the bonus available right now this month? Right now, our new consultants can earn 50% of the cost of their kit back when you submit your first $12.50 in sales, which is only about 3 parties. Have you given any more thought to starting your own Pampered Chef business? And so they're going to say yes, no, maybe. If they say yes, you're going to offer them the party. If they say no, just keep saying, okay, just watch what I do, and maybe something will pique your curiosity. And if they say maybe, then I would find out a little bit more. So what is, so tell me what's the reason you're not jumping on this? And they might give you a little more information. So the 5th is after the party. You are so on the ball with your party. I think you'd be great. And look at all these bookings. Each booking is about $100 in income. Would you like to take these bookings and get started with your own business? So after the party, you're going to offer all of this brand new business to put it right back in their lap. Who's going to say, that's one of the biggest things that people are nervous about is that no one's going to host a party with them. They're not going to have business. So when you show them the bookings that they have, they might feel a little bit more comfortable about trying it. So if they say yes, then you can proceed in using their kit credit. You're going to submit the party. You're going to proceed in submitting their using their kit credit, and then we're going to book those parties and get them off to a great start. And then if they say no to that, you know what? Nope, I don't want it. Sorry, Kim. I just can't do that. So then they pick out their free stuff, and right before you submit their show, I just say, I really like working with you, and I can't get you off my mind. I had a great time working with you as a host, and I would really love to work with you as a consultant. This is the last time to take advantage of your kit credit. If it doesn't work, the worst case scenario is that you have a kitchen full of great products and a pocket full of money. Best case scenario is that you have a very satisfying job with an income month after month. Do you want to at least give it a try? So this is the last time. So those are 6 times. And I'm telling you, if you do all 6, you're going to have a really high, like an 80% of your hosts joining your team. All right, so let's move on. So at your show, you want to remember the 3 I's. This goes for both virtual parties and cooking shows. The first I is about informing. You have to inform your hosts and your guests about Pampered Chef as a business opportunity. So I start off the beginning of my live shows with showing them the kit. I say, I want you to, turn to the back, the inside cover of the back page of your catalog, and look at this kit. They are some of the best products we have, and they're 75% off the retail price. During the show, I'm going to be using a lot of them. And if a lot of them are on your wish list, then go ahead and pick up a kit. Just put it on your order form. So make it very easy. Just put it on your order form. Or if you're a virtual consultant, if this looks like a good deal, you want to copy the URL to your website that's Become a Consultant, just click the link and order your kit. You can do that. You can order a kit right now. So you want to show off the kit. And then you also want to let them know how much an average new consultant earns per hour, per party, per month, per year. So our average, and I'm going to highlight it if I can. Oh, I can't. Whoops, I messed up. Okay, hold on. I got to go back. Where'd Lucia go? Oh, I see. She's just not showing her face. Okay, let me go back here. Sorry. There we go. Sorry. I better hurry up. Okay. Okay, so new consultants earn about, this is on our average show, which our average shows are $630. New consultants earn about $43 an hour, $130 per party, $1,040 per month, and $12,480 per year. And I forgot what math I did, but that's probably submitting six or eight shows. I'd have to go back and do the math, but it's probably right there doing probably 6 or 8 shows. Can someone? And I can't get to my calculator on my screen, but I mean, you could do the math yourself. So, and then what are some of the other benefits you love about being a consultant? Kim?
Benefits that I love about being a consultant, the freedom to schedule it around what I'm doing.
Yeah, so you want to
Works
inform
great.
them. And if you're a virtual consultant, one of my favorite things to do is say, oh my gosh, you know, today I've spent all day out with our horses, you know, and my party just ran itself. I just love my job. So I do post that to my hosts all the time. And so you want to, that's another way of informing about Pampered Chef as a business. The other one is your story. You want to have a good story, and it's very important for a Facebook party because that's the first thing that they see. If you're comfortable enough, go ahead and do a video. So I've started doing my first videos of introducing myself and welcoming them to the party, just as I would do at a live show. So, and then anybody else, Lucia or Joelle, can you talk about a way that you think would be good about informing?
I love what Tim was saying is that that's one of my top things that I like to say is that since I've been focusing a lot on doing Facebook parties, I love to say that doing anything, I can, you know, still be attending to my family or running errands and my friends and never.
Yeah, I think, and that is a big plus. I mean, people do not want to be tied to a 9 to 5 where they cannot, and then if they have a commute, you know, slap an hour on one side and an hour on the other side, and they have to take a lunch, and they either eat or, you know, run to the bank or the post office or get their car washed or something. So, yeah, people love the flexibility of this. It's the biggest.
And pay a babysitter.
Yeah, and they have to have a babysitter, right? So after you inform your people, your guests, and you want to sprinkle this throughout your shows, just a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there. I call them teasers. Then you want to invite them. After you've informed them, you have to invite them because people will think it's not for me. But if you do a genuine, guy, you were so active in our show. And I love the way you commented on things. Have you ever thought about doing this? Or I love your humor. You know, have you ever thought about doing this? All the really top selling consultants with the virtual parties have a little humor to them. Or you can say, you know, I noticed that you know a lot about our products. I think that's great. I can tell you love them. Have you ever thought about doing this? So you always want to compliment them. And this could be anybody at your show, but you want to invite them. They have to hear that. Have you ever thought about doing this? You should do this. I think you'd be great. Something to that effect. It's very personal to that person. So also inviting them would be, was there anything I said about our business opportunity that caught your attention? So maybe they were kind of a quiet person, but they placed an order. And you want to ask them that. You want to hear what they have to say. What was that, Kim?
I have a question.
Yes.
Would you do this part via, like, if it's Facebook, like a messenger, or at the party, like on the post?
Yeah. So I, in Messenger, sometimes it just depends on the show. But a lot of time with Messenger, if you're not friends, they will miss your post. So it's easier if you can get them to message you first. And then, like, maybe if you have a question, say, hey, can you message me? I have a question about your order. Hey, can you message me? I want to send you out, I don't know, you're in the prize, you won the prize. Some way where they will message you first. Can you message me? I have a question since you use this product, or I'm doing a questionnaire or something like that. Get them to message you first. That way, when you reply, you have an open communication with them, and then you can go ahead and ask your recruiting question. But
Okay, because I have a couple that are in one of my parties, and I've actually worked it where because of a prize or they wanted recipes, I friended them
yes,
as a Facebook friend. And so then I had that, hey, I want to send you this ebook, blah, 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 blah. So it opened that way.
yes.
I just didn't know if we should do it on the party or Messenger was better.
I think Messenger is better because it's private. Sometimes when you do it in a comment, they don't really put them on the spot in a comment. You should do this,
right.
But I will compliment them in a comment. Wow,
right. Yeah.
I can't believe you're good at this. Or just compliment them in the comments.
I've told 3 women today they were hired.
Yeah, I always love that. You're hired whenever they do something cool. The other thing that I learned at our Lead Plus seminar from Marna Ross is whenever you give a prize, whatever they won, the season's best, always put recruiting information in their prize. So if you're mailing something, make sure that there's some recruiting information in there, and then follow up. Hey, I know you won the prize. It snuck in a little more information about Pampered Chef. Did you get a chance to look at it, or did you see it? So always, if you're going to mail something, better be, put that in. Okay. So that was great. So Kim suggested going ahead and friending them. At our live parties, it's best to have a separate checkout station so you can go ahead and ask that. Was there anything I said about our business opportunity that caught your attention? And really try to stay away from yes or no questions. You want a question that's going to create conversation and dialogue. So if you're I do use that. Have you ever thought about doing something like this? There's only 2 answers you're going to get, yes or no. And you can't go any further. But if you say something, was there anything I said about our business opportunity that caught your attention? Or let's say I would even change what about our business opportunity that caught your attention? And then they'll say one thing, oh, I liked your paycheck, or, I really never knew you could make money doing this. And then if they're answering about money, then that, money might be the biggest thing or the biggest reason they might be joining. Oh, what would you do with an extra $400? I need a new car. This could, you could do that next month. You could have an extra $400 for a car payment. Do car payments come $400 anymore? It's been a while.
Mine is if you work it, right?
I guess so, yeah. I haven't bought one in a few years, and mine is almost over. Okay. So, and then the other I, so there's 3 I's: inform, we did invite, and the next one is interview. So let's see what that looks like. So how do you know what to say? It's actually pretty easy. You can follow our 7-question recruiting flyer if you're on the phone. You can follow the recruiting cards if you're in person. Or you can do those also on your your virtual shows. But you just ask a question and then you stop talking and listen. So Kim,
Keep talking to me.
so Kim, right at the beginning of her business, she just knew that she wanted a team, but for some reason, no one was joining. And now it's just like every other day someone's joining her team. And I think, do you think that a couple of tweaks here and there about listening to them?
I've learned to bite my tongue a lot because I'm a talker.
And you almost, I guess you were talking them out of it.
I think so. I was overselling.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I sounded like a car salesman.
So now Kim just says it's less is more. Less is more. And it's all about them.
I just keep my interview cards. That's it. That's what I do. What's on the cards?
What's on the cards. And we're going to go over that right now. So it really is a lot easier. So here's a 7-question interview worksheet. And so tell me what it is about Pampered Chef that interests you. And they're going to tell you, I like the flexibility. What types of qualities do you have that you think would make you a great consultant? I used to be on the phone a lot, or I'm, great on Facebook, or I love to cook. Great. And you just write it down. When you look at the calendar over the next 6 to 8 weeks, and this is for a live cooking show, do you think you have 4 to 6 days you could leave home for a few hours to have a party? So Facebook, you would say, looking at your calendar, we run our parties for a week, every other week. Do you think you'd have time to set those up every other week, spend about an hour, setting these parties up and then tending to them, about an hour or 2 every day? And, they can tell you yes or no. And that this hour or 2 isn't all an hour and 1. It's 5 minutes there, 30 seconds here, maybe 15 minutes here. So, and then for cooking shows, again, on the days you have shows, do you have someone that could watch your kids? Most will say their husband. And, have you discussed this? And this is old. I'm so sorry. I need to update this. It costs $109 to $259 to start your business. Is that something you feel you can afford? And here, that's a big one. So if you got this out in the open, you know what, I get paid on this day, or yeah, I can go ahead and buy my kit. You're going to kind of know that right then. And what type of trainings work best for you? Are they Facebook? Are they on Facebook? Are they phone? Do you like watching YouTube videos? And then recap the first 6 questions. Example, Pam, it's clear that Pampered Chef would be a great fit. You have many qualities that will help you build a successful business. And then you can say, you like to be on Facebook. You're good on the phone. You like to teach people things. You clearly have the time to work your business consistently. You have a great support from your family, and you have the money to invest in your kids. So my last question is, when do you want to get your first paycheck? Or, so what do you think? Are you ready to get started? Okay. And then I'll go ahead and post, this is a YouTube of my friend Jennifer doing it. And I'll post it so you can watch her in action. She's quite bubbly. Okay, here's the interview cards that Kim was talking about. And these come with directions, but they're really great. So the red card is the first one you start with. Tell me about yourself. And people love to tell about themselves. So they're going to go ahead and say, I've got kids, I work full time, I stay home, whatever it is. And then you're just going to take and have them pick any of the black cards. You're going to lay them out on the table. and they're going to pick one that interests them most. A lot of them pick out the money card. And on the back of it, it tells them how much money they can earn as a new consultant. And you basically just read it. And then you put it down. They pick up another one, fun. And you read what's on the fun card. And then when there's no more cards, you pick up the Join Us card, and it tells them how to order their kit. So I'll go ahead and post these 2 links too, so you can look at those and get the scripts. And you can order the interview cards on the supply order form. Okay, and so this too, you don't know what to say or do, and this is going to be the instructions for the interview card. So know that you don't have to make all this stuff up, right, Kim? It's right there.
Why reinvent the wheel?
No, don't. So don't freak out. It's just a conversation. So we are still working on your skills. We talked a lot about belief in our very first call. You know, our passion comes through, whether we're talking about our products or our business opportunity. You have to be passionate about it. You have to know without a doubt, your belief has to know without a doubt that someone that's coming on board, you know, to earn money for whatever, a car payment, childcare, braces, a house payment, replace a full-time income, your belief has to be so strong in knowing that that is totally possible. And those of you that are still in your first, you know, 90 days, you might not have seen it. Maybe you've seen your recruiter or your director or even your upline director have a successful business, but you haven't actually had success yourself. But you have to just believe that it is possible. All of us are just normal people with, you know, the same life challenges that everybody has, and it is possible. I love it that in this business, we do not have to wait for someone to quit or die to have any position. So just get passionate about your business. And skill. We're on our skill now, learning the skill of recruiting. Skills are such a major component of your success. The more you tweak your skills, the more you learn about selling, host coaching, booking, recruiting, the better your business is going to be. The bigger your skill, the bigger your paycheck. Again, skills are the easiest pillars of any business because it's the one that everyone can fix. Anytime by practicing recruiting on a friend, you just might recruit them. Developing personal, I must have typed this wrong. Let's skip number 2. Studying the recruiting cards, that's a skill. Watch and listen to home office trainings and any trainings we do for our whole organization. Come to team meetings, do consultant trainings, recipe nights. Go to conference. If you haven't put conference on your calendar, please put it on your calendar and get signed up. If you have Pampered Chef dollars, invest them in conference. It's $99 for new consultants. And it is, hold on, I finally wrote it down in my calendar.
3rd through the 5th?
I think it is, yes, it's the 3rd through the 5th. I am flying in, and a lot of people do flying in on the 1st. We go see Chicago and do something fun. Maybe we'll hit a play this year or something on the 2nd. And then the 3rd, 4th, and 5th are jam-packed with training. We're going to see the new fall products. You're just not going to want to miss it. So get that on your calendar. Read books. Read books on recruiting, direct sales for dummies, watch YouTube videos, and do lots of shows. You'll get better at sharing with every party. Skills are easily taught and easily caught. Anybody have questions? No? All right. Well, we got a little homework, and it's Top Recruiters Tell All with Brenda Copey and Genevieve Black. You're going to go to PCU Recruiting, Peer Sharing, share with your recruiter, or share on our page at least 5 takeaways, and I'll post this also so you can listen to it and listen to it over and over and over and over. I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. So, oh, good, Joel. I didn't lose you. It wasn't back to this screen, so I couldn't tell. I could only see Kim. I don't know. I couldn't see you either, Lucia. So, anybody, anything to say? What's one thing you learned, Kim, from tonight?
Again, less is more, and know when to let it stop.
Okay. How about you, Lucia?
Well, I need to definitely look more into, the 3 I's when doing a show. It's with my Facebook shows, it's just, it's there, but and then I just kind of go through and then, kind of invite the people that I notice are very active. But I'm gonna start doing live shows now here where I'm at, so I just more into that. So
Oh, the live shows help. I mean, I don't know, because you can right there see them face to face. I like recruiting live. All right. So you're gonna add some more eyes. I've got to show you something how I set up my Facebook party. Let me see if I can get it over here. So when you're doing your templates, oops, can you see that, how I highlighted them? So I did the day and then the posts at what time, and I color coordinated them. And so I wanted to make sure that I had enough informing on recruiting. So when I highlighted all the recruiting ones, as I looked at my template, I wanted to make sure, I think, what was recruiting? Oh, my recruiting ones were green because green is money. So I wanted to make sure I had enough green throughout my party, and I had informed and invited throughout my party in my posts. So that's something that, at a glance, if you take your party and just spread it out on either a spreadsheet, I was in the car, so I was just working on mine like that, and just go through it and make sure, and then do it the same for bookings. Go through it, and bookings were blue, so I had a lot of blue throughout it, a lot of green throughout it. Funny posts, my funnies were pink, enough funny things throughout my party, enough recipes. So you can see that they're all getting it.
Can I share?
Yes.
I just got notification I have another new team member. He was a guy, he contacted me on my messenger that he saw my Facebook group page, or my page. And he and his wife, they live in Denver. She's wanting to quit her part-time job. They're going to do this together. He's going to do the Facebook stuff. She's going to do the live stuff. I thought it was a scam. I swear to you, I kind of just poo-pooed the guy off, and no real information, because it's like, who is this? How did he even find me? And I just kind of was like, yeah, and I gave him the information on being a consultant, and our special for the month, and if you want to sign up, just put my name in there. And I just got notification that he signed up.
Wow, that's awesome.
Now we're a team of 11.
You're a team 11. I'm going to totally post that, because that's one of the things when I say you promote, you're going to promote with probably 5 people. You need to get to 10 as fast as you can. So Kim got to 11, and we're only 18 days since her promotion. High five, high five. Yay. So Joelle, can you type in what your biggest takeaway from this training was, what you got out of it? see if I can see some typings.
It's on mute.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Let me type to him or her. Oh, okay. More bookings and recruit. Oh, maybe he needs. So I was a consultant for 10 years ago. I love the products and getting to interact with people. Wow, a lot has changed in 10 years, wouldn't you agree? And the thing, more bookings and recruits. And yes. Maybe we'll get to see your face next week. All right, well, that's it, ladies. So we'll let you back to your families, and I will post what to do this week to make your business bigger and better. And we can't wait for you, Lucia, to join our leadership team. Are you feeling it?
Yes.
You're feeling it, huh? It's going to slide right in there. All right. So I'll talk to you guys both on Tuesday.
Yes.
All right. Good night. Great call. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.